and then we're gonna hit this button here. Okay, and we're back.
Oh, that's quick.
Yeah, we're back. I'm not gonna do the whole intro thing again. We're just back. I will splice
you don't have
all.
to, because you could splice it together.
I'm gonna splice all this together.
Hold on. Then let me say something before you start, so that it doesn't sound like I went into a thing. It's been a week, hasn't it, Josh? Huh? How are you doing? How's it going?
It has been a week. It's actually been a couple weeks because we didn't do a show last week. Not enough excitement happened in my life, and Francis and I got to talking, and we just didn't stop talking, and it was
weird
late.
How friends just talk to each other.
Yeah, it's weird how that happens. It's weird. It's not over text. It's actually, it is over some technology, but it's not a text message that you can misinterpret. How you been, man? We have to pretend that we haven't been talking.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I didn't talk about the weather, which is like, it's been hot, man. So hot.
I mean, yes. And me being a person that doesn't mind the heat, it was even hot for me this past week. We're tickling the triple digits here in the 303, and that's when even I go, okay, it's pretty warm out.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I get it. It's like it's been officially summer for like 2 weeks,
I mean, I wake up yesterday, and everybody's talking about how summer's over because it's August.
No. Summer begins July, doesn't it?
I don't know.
July 22nd?
I don't know when it starts.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, July, June 24th. Oh, no, it's been a month and a half. Oh, so it's been June 21st. Never mind. So September 21st will be the start of fall. Okay, makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, summer's over. Like, no, it's not. We still got a whole month. Yeah, this is going to start cooling down a little bit, but come on. Let's not give up.
What's worse is if we have a hot October, because, man, I'm so glad I was too old for Halloween.
You're never too old for Halloween, first of all.
I mean, let me take that back then. Dressing up and trick-or-treating, I guess. Even though technically you're never old enough to, I see plenty of, not adults, but at least teenagers and college students who go out and do trick-or-treating. So whatever.
I mean, they typically, anybody older typically has younger people with them, or their children or siblings or something. You don't typically see a pack of high school kids or early 20-year-olds trick-or-treating.
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes. Yeah, I'm not saying that you can't. You just don't see it very often.
Yeah, actually, I've only ever had a taste of that once, which was, oh, now I'm echoing into my own ears. This is weird. I only ever experienced that once when I was, my girlfriend at the time had not a much younger sister, but like young enough where she can go trick-or-treating still. And we took her out, and the houses that we went to, the adults handing out the candy thought we were the parents, right? And they're like, well, if you want some candy too, you can have some. And I'm like, okay. Oh, I didn't know the parents get candy too. All right, let's go.
This changes everything. I need to start renting a child.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like, I was dressed up as a Jedi, which is nice. But like, I didn't go door to door. I just stood in the background while the younger sister went out and got the candy.
I don't have a lot of like adult Halloween stories to tell, and I'm sure I've told this one on here before, but I took my best friend's kids out once as Deadpool, and
I think you said that, yeah.
I had a blast. And some random child whose parents wouldn't take this child to the door. I took the child to the door, gave the child one of my swords, so she could feel protected. Because there was a person inside of a scarecrow outfit sitting on the porch, and the kid could tell it was a human even from the street. And I was like, no. It is Halloween. You go door to door. Deadpool will protect you. And it was awesome. And the father was like, yeah, go with Deadpool. And then said, wait, what did I just say? As I'd taken this random kid to the front door of this house. My girlfriend and I constantly talk about, neither one of us want kids. Let me get that out of the way. I guess I should say that first. But talk about it'd be cool if we could rent a kid or, know people that have kids that we can borrow for a few hours so we can go do some things that, an almost 50-year-old and however old she is, I won't say, going out and doing something that's more kid oriented without a kid.
Well, look, Leonardo DiCaprio, I think.
Not that
or Tobey Maguire, whatever you are.
Yeah.
No, No, that's why you have, because your nieces and nephews are too old now, I suppose.
Yeah.
I just have brand new nieces, so I'm looking forward to if I'm in the area and they're old enough to go trick or treating, and my sister's like, I don't want to take them, you take them. All right, cool.
Gladly.
I'll take them.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'll find a way to dress up as something cool, and then take them out to get candy.
That'd be awesome.
Because because it's a double whammy. One, I get a commission from the kids.
Mm-hmm.
They'll give me a piece of candy each or something, or a couple for escorting them around the neighborhood. And again, the parents who see that I'm escorting a couple of young children to get candy will be like, oh, you should get some candy too. And then I will have my own bag of candy. Very happy.
Yeah.
I'll have my own stash.
You got it like tucked into your belt,
Dude, I'm only in it for the extortion racket of getting candy, man. That's all I'm doing. I could pay for it, sure, but I'd rather just get it for free. It's just something about the taste is different when you get it for free than when
everything tastes better when you don't have to pay for it, make it, or there's probably a third one I can't think of right now.
You're 100% right.
I can make breakfast for myself, but it's so much better when the random person at IHOP does it for me. Not that I get that luxury that often anymore, but you know what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, and I agree.
Yeah, or wherever, like pick your breakfast spot. I don't care where it is. It's always awesome when somebody else is cooking it. It tastes better. Coffee tastes better when somebody else makes it.
Also, I'm just bad at making coffee for myself, so I get you.
We've had this discussion as well. Like, just tell me how many scoops to put in for a full pot of coffee. Don't give me this math problem to do. I don't understand.
How many ounces of coffee you're making, man?
I don't. Depends. What the fuck is an ounce? What is an inch? Like, what the fuck are fractions? So
well, anyway.
And then you're mixing liquid measurements with dry measurements, and they're not the same. And
I mean, you're not wrong. That's true. At least they're not measuring. At least one isn't like a wet measurement and one's a weight.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's a weight.
I mean, I have a food scale.
Okay.
And I got it because so many things that I was looking up are in grams.
Yeah.
And I don't, grams is something I do know something about. But as far as like, I don't know what, 400 grams of flour is, but
Oh yeah.
But I get,
and then they go into milligrams and stuff. It's like,
yeah, I mean, like I said, I understand grams. But yeah, so I got a food scale and I was able to find a coffee like measurement all in grams. Like, get X amount of grams of water, zero out your thing, add this much water, hold it off to the side, zero out your thing, add this many grams of coffee. You're going to have a great cup of coffee if you just follow this, I'm like, okay, I can do that. I like clear instructions.
Yeah.
And I can get on board. I can get on board with those things as long as I understand. As long as I just understand, I guess. Like why or what have you.
Why am I doing this?
What's that?
Why am I doing this?
Yeah, well, okay. So I really want to enjoy cigars.
This is what we talked about last week.
Did
We're
we
gonna
talk?
touch on stuff we talked about last week.
Did we? Oh, well.
Yeah, because we talked about we didn't understand the point of it because you don't inhale, you just keep it in your mouth.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then you
okay.
puff it out. Yeah.
Well, I'm giving up on trying to be on board with that as a hobby or something like that. I've purchased, I think, 3 cigars, and I barely get through what they refer to as the first third. Like I puff on it like 3, 4, 5 times, and I'm like, this one, I don't like the buzz that comes with nicotine. It makes me, my mouth just want to spit constantly. And it just tastes like fucking wet grass.
But I think that's the point, though, right?
But that's not enjoyable.
For you.
For me, yeah. I mean, all I got, every time I took a puff of these things, all I get is like white pepper. And grass. That's all as far as a taste goes, like that's all I'm tasting is fucking pepper and grass.
There's this I occasionally get shorts and stuff for this guy who'll go to cigar places, and he'll specifically ask, "Give me your most expensive cigar," and it's usually like a couple $100. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's $1,000, whatever. He'll smoke it there. And it's never like the most amazing thing he's ever tried. It's always kind of like the same handful of flavors. It's like, oh, then why is it worth this much? Well, it's because it's old, or it's because it's from this place that used to make it, doesn't make it anymore. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, I so want to do it because some of my friends are really into it. And I just thought, hey, maybe it's something I can do with them. You know, I can't participate in half the conversations that my friends have because I don't fucking have any opinion or education in what they're talking about. I probably have an opinion, but I don't have any education.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, okay, they can talk about, adult things, and I can be an adult too, do an adult activity while they do adult things. I can't. So I'm just going to roll a gigantic marijuana cigar. And
yes.
And then while they all, pull out their cigars, I can pull out one as well, only I'll have more enjoyment than them.
I feel like you could make it look like I mean, you're not going to have the same kind of papers, but you could I bet you could make it look as close to one as possible.
Oh, totally.
Maybe darken the rolling papers to make it look more like the.
You can put it in a tobacco leaf.
Is that what they roll it in? A tobacco leaf?
I mean, cigars are all tobacco, yeah. But you could take a bunch of marijuana, put it into a tobacco leaf and roll it. I mean, that's what a blunt is. But I would find something else that had no nicotine. I don't want to mix nicotine and marijuana. No, I'm not a Jamaican. I'm not Europe. I'm not from, where's Amsterdam? Dutch?
Amsterdam. Oh, Denmark.
Yeah, I'm not, they're Dutch, right? No. Yes. Yeah. Yes?
I think so.
Whatever. Think so. I'm not Amsterdamian.
They are called Amsterdammers.
Amsterdam. That was close. So yeah.
Oh, it's Holland. Sorry, it's
Holland. That's weird. Yeah. They wear wooden shoes there. So yeah, I'm giving up on trying to be an adult. As far as like lighting things on fire, not to inhale them. That's not.
Just here, you want to be an adult? Light some fireworks. Fireworks is very adult to light
Is it?
and to enjoy.
Is it? Is that more
Yeah.
like a young adult, late teenager thing?
No, well, I take that back. That's mostly a dad thing. Dads like to do it for their kids. They like to
That's
get
true.
fireworks and light it for their children.
Again,
So that's more of a dad.
if I can rent a child, which is just ethically wrong, probably on somebody's part.
Unless you're renting from a relative, then I think it's perfectly
Sure.
ethically fine.
Sure. They're a close friend or something like that.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
But I think if there's a service where you can go rent children, I think then we're probably crossing some sort of ethical line there. Probably. Somewhere.
Oh, I think you're crossing a whole lot of lines. So yeah, renting a child from a stranger. Which is why you rent it from a relative or a friend.
But yeah, it's not for nefarious purposes. It's only just so you can go to some event that's more geared towards young crowds, and your girlfriend just happens to be into Hello Kitty or whatever,
Well, no. Oh God, no. Hello Kitty is such an adult
it is. It's kind of I couldn't think of anything that was.
Yeah. Here's the thing with like cutesy stuff for adult women. Okay, fine. Adult women get away with it. They can do that. Adult women can go ahead and get the cutesy Sanrio stuff or whatever. An adult man going into like a Chuck E. Cheese for the obstacle course, you're pretty much arrested. You want to just do the obstacle. You're not there for anything else other than the obstacle course. But yeah, you're in cuffs 5 minutes the moment you enter 5 minutes in.
And everything you said, it led me to a fucking great segue that I have to save it for later.
Oh, okay.
I
try to bring it up again later.
I'll try. I have it written down actually. So
okay. Wait, why can't you do it now?
Because I realize the setup is not very very PC, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you're on the internet.
Hey,
you're on the internet. Have you been exposed to Jimothy yet?
I feel like I think I have actually. Jimothy sounds very familiar.
Jimothy is the internet's newest craze because we've already moved on. We've already moved on from the Brazilian girl in the bikini with the nice jiggle. We've already moved on from her, and now we've moved on to Jimothy, which is the mutated, stunted raccoon that's in Oregon, I think. Oregon or Seattle, something like that.
Okay, but
go on. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
If you type Jimothy into Google, there is a little interface that lets Jimothy walk across your screen. At the bottom of on the bottom of your browser, if you look up Jimothy on Google.
I love it.
If you're interested, look at Jimothy on Google, JIMOTHY, and you will have a little button interface at the bottom that'll get him to hop across your screen.
That's
fun.
I love it. That's awesome. I love that the internet as a whole finds something and obsesses over it.
Yes.
For a short amount of time before they find something else. And they move on, and then once that thing, like what happened to Punch, the monkey? We just moved on from Punch.
I guess so.
Do you remember this?
Vaguely, but mind you, Harambe is still kind of not relevant, but it's still he's still remembered. So
is Harambe still remembered, or is just the meme still going?
The meme is still remembered. They don't know why Harambe means anything,
right?
Like they don't know the tragedy behind Harambe,
right? But yeah, or remember that there was that. I think it was a Chinese zoo that had the hippo. Little baby hippo.
Yeah, the little baby hippo. I forget his name, but yeah, I remember the baby.
Yeah, that happened, and now we moved on to Jimothy as the newest internet animal. Yes. And raccoons are already creepy as it is. When they're regular size, you get like a a stunted one like that, and it's even creepier. It's a little hellhound. Because it still has them.
It looks cartoony, that's for sure.
I mean, it still has some creepy hands that raccoons have.
It does.
So yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I saw the biggest raccoon I've ever seen a couple years ago. It was like a small horse. It was huge.
I wish my neighborhood had raccoons. We only have possums, and they're disgusting and ugly.
Mm.
But no raccoons. Wait. So what's the fandom of Jimothy? Why did you bring Jimothy up?
Because he's like I said, we moved on from Booby Jiggles to Jimothy. I mean, I haven't quite moved on from the other thing yet, because that's a great loop. But yeah, Jimothy is the thing.
Yes, Jimothy is a thing. Jimothy continues to be a thing. As a matter of fact, there's articles about Jimothy as of like 4 hours ago. So people are still talking about Jimothy that much that there's news articles about the guy. The guy.
The guy. You know? He's become. Yeah. I mean, there's scientists or zoologists or whatever have shown signs that some raccoons are starting to have longer snouts, which is typically a sign of
evolution.
Well, yes, but what's the word? Dogs and cats. What do we do to them?
Oh, domestication.
That's the word. That's the word.
Some people do have indoor pet raccoons.
Yes.
But I don't know.
I want an owl.
You know what's funny is I wanted an owl too. I actually looked it up. It's illegal to own an owl in California as a pet because apparently they do not domesticate well.
I mean, I can't imagine. It's a predator bird. They only know two things: kill and fuck.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, the predator, they're gonna eat, but and we don't have mice, so you have to feed them mice. You have to like get them live.
Yeah. Or you go to the store, you little pinky rats. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little expensive.
But, it is.
So
when you have a whole bunch of snakes to feed, you come up with a solution.
Well, for snakes, yeah. That's true. Well, yeah, but snakes, I don't think they need to eat as often.
They don't.
That's the thing.
They don't. Yeah. But when you have a lot of snakes,
Yeah, but then you only have to feed them once, and then you can relax for like a month, and then you feed them again.
True. It all depends on what you're doing with them too.
Yeah.
All depends. But yeah, that's a lot of rats that you then gotta obtain.
True.
Or rabbits.
I mean,
small chickens.
Rats are cheaper.
Yes, they are. And then pinky rats are super cheap.
Yes.
It's like buying goldfish. So cheap. But yeah, I think an owl would be rad.
Like, I wouldn't mind an owl.
I'm not too impressed when you show up to the store with a parrot or like a cockatiel or a monitor lizard or something like that. That doesn't really impress me. But you show up with a fucking owl, a mountain lion, something crazy, a caiman.
Apparently cheetahs are kind of cool with humans. I've seen a few videos now where cheetahs are just like coming up to humans and wanting to be scratched and pet. So maybe you can get a cheetah as a pet.
A cat's a cat. A cat's gonna cat.
That's what they're saying. It's like it has kind of that like domestic felineness to it, where it just wants to be,
There's
cuddled.
There's a furniture store here. I think it's a national chain. American Furniture Warehouse. Never heard of it? Okay. Maybe it's just a Colorado thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, the guy that used to do the commercials, the guy, the owner, I think, he always had animals, wild animals, in his commercials. This is kind of his gimmick. I worked for a guy who owned all of those animals. So as a field trip, instead of going to like a place where fucking, here's where we get our meat from, or, this is some sort of food related thing. We went to this compound way out in the middle of nowhere, Colorado, to go look at this building that housed a mountain lion, a lion, a couple bears. I think they had a cheetah. They had some sort of predator cat, not a lion, but some cheetah, jaguar, or something that lived in the house with them.
Mm-hmm.
And was very possessive of the husband. I remember that part of the story. But I remember him just saying that, you know, yes, it's a predator wild animal, but it's a cat. And cats, they cat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tell that to those magicians.
Well, yes, lions are cats too, but you know, wild animals at the end of the day, I think are still wild animals.
I still think Siegfried is just hanging out.
Yeah, I think so.
Are Siegfried and Roy still alive? I don't know.
One of them is. Ginger says, Francis, American Furniture Warehouse is the same as Bob's in California.
Oh yeah, Bob's Furniture. We have Bob's Furniture. Yeah.
So apparently it's the same basic concept, or it's the same thing.
It's funny that you know that. Ginger, that's really funny that you know the connection. That's really
probably spent time in California.
Yeah,
or is saying, in California. Who knows?
It's such funny. Like, well, yeah. Ashley's Furniture is the same as whatever your Colorado equivalent is.
Oh well, I mean, we don't have like an equivalent to Bob's Big Boy here in Colorado, anyway.
We don't either. We have like one left.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And Burbank, where all the celebrities go to.
Yeah, well, that's lame. I didn't know that. Well, no, let's not talk about that.
Such a tease.
It's too sensitive.
Okay.
So a whole bunch of movie stuff, Francis. That's not too terribly sensitive. So everybody talked about this Coyote and Acme, how the whole thing got made and got put on a shelf to collect dust. And I don't know if it was some sort of internet thing that brought it back, but we're supposed to get it. I don't know all the details. I saw the trailer. During none of the discourse of it getting shelved and all the celebrities and everybody on Twitter talking about it, never once did I see the co-star or star of the movie, John Cena, have one thing to say at all.
Oh, I thought you just didn't see him.
No, I mean, I see him in the trailer, but I'm saying, like, when the movie was being made, when it got put on the shelf, you didn't hear a peep from him. I didn't even know he was in the movie until I saw the trailer.
He was probably contractually obligated not to talk about it because it was
that could be true. That could be true. But other people were talking about it, so other people knew that it was getting put on a shelf.
Yeah, so I guess so.
I don't know if they were acting in it, but
I mean, good on Ketchup Entertainment, apparently, who bought the rights from Warner Brothers.
Yeah, they're part of the condiment gang of movie producers.
I just want to know what other movies Ketchup Entertainment has done, because that's kind of fun.
Well, they had a fuck, I couldn't.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, go ahead. Let's see what you come up with.
I was trying to think of something French and ketchup, and all I could think of was Catalina dressing, and that's not. I don't think that's ketchup. Thousand Islands ketchup, and that's the most American thing in the world.
Is it catsup, I guess?
Mm. But yeah, they're part of the condiment gang of movie makers.
Well,
look out for.
They haven't made anything, so
look out for Horseradish's new movie coming up.
Yeah, there you go. Horseradish.
Yeah, Spicy Mustard's got a cool adult film coming out.
Grey Poupon's brand new film.
It's a French film.
Yeah. Where they're just asking. It's just two guys asking if anyone has it, except nobody does because nobody remembers what Grey Poupon is.
What a great commercial for us 80s heads.
Well, the fact that these Rolls Royces as the cars
right.
that those guys were in was like the craziest part.
As an totally off topic here, but that's fine. It's a podcast. You know the seahorse ride? It has many names at amusement parks, but you know you sit in a boat like thing and it swings back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, back in the day, and it was Bud Light, I think, that had the commercial. Their slogan was "Taste great, less filling, tastes great," or "Taste great, less filling."
Yes, that's the way. Great taste, less filling.
Yeah. So on your seahorse ride or whatever it was called in your general vicinity of the country, when one side of the swing went up, one side would say, "Tastes great." The other side, when it went up, "Less filling." And it went on well past the years of the slogan. And I was explaining it to the girlfriend because we saw somebody, you know, or a group of people on the thing, on a commercial or something. And when I explained it to her, she just looked at me like, "And you found that fun?" And I was like, "Yeah." It was a great time. You looked forward to getting on the thing and doing "Taste great, less filling."
The thing is, you know, in the 80s and 90s, you didn't have any other way to entertain yourself, right? You didn't have memes. You didn't have like funny TikTok videos you can post up like dancing.
Funniest thing that we had to a meme was the family circus, and that was never funny.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess you had local memes, right? Like local memes where you're like you were talking about the commercials, right? We had we had a guy who had like you were saying, wild cats. He had his dog Spot, which was a giant tiger. And that was his dog Spot, and it would be a giant tiger right beside him as he sold used cars. That was his thing.
Mm.
So that's what we had as
Crazy
memes.
Larry's, you know, dog Spot.
Yeah, Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. If you need a brand new car, go see Cal.
Did he wear? Did he get a cowboy hat?
You wear a cowboy hat.
I think I've seen this picture.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's made it into like, you know, he's no Winnebago man, but he's made it, or he's made the rounds.
Nice reference.
You know, yeah, he's made the rounds. But so
Oops,
that's our
wrong button.
You know, you have to tell her those are our memes when we were growing up. We didn't have anything, so we had to say great taste, less filling, you know.
Well, plus it helped on the just, you know, from your stomach getting too sick by distracting you and knowing that you had a role to play. You know, it's kind of like when the wave happens in a stadium and you don't stand up and participate. Like, it's weird.
Like, I'm curious. See that again? Great, we're doing tangents now because now it makes me wonder: do kids still stare at the mirror and go Bloody Mary and say it 3 times and someone's supposed to pop up behind them, or do they gather around a single person and try to lift them up? You know,
with their 2 fingers or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do they do that still? Is that like?
I think that's probably like probably a summer camp, Girl Scouts, boy. What's it called? Boy Scouts? Yeah, Boy Scouts. It's probably something like that.
Okay.
Summer camp. I imagine. Oh, well, that's assumption. So no, I won't say that. But like, you know, the same kind of groups that do like broom ball at the hockey rink.
I guess so, because I feel like all of that stuff got replaced with like, look at this meme
like
on Twitter.
Youth groups. Youth groups. If they're still a thing.
I'm assuming they are, but yeah, I guess you're right.
I think that would probably be more of something. If a tradition or an activity is going to get passed down, it's going to be in one of those places.
But it's something that you do that's dumb that you can't Google because you couldn't Google in 1999 or 1989 when you're trying to lift up your friend with 2 fingers, you know, when you thought witchcraft was real, you know.
Right.
Like, that didn't exist. I shouldn't say when you thought. I'm sure people still think witchcraft is real, you know. But like, it was an era where we couldn't look anything up. We couldn't prove anything. We just believed stuff, you know. We believe we heard ghosts. We believe this stuff.
Totally. Who knows how much information that's in my head is just bad, shitty information that some, you know, some person gave to me because I asked a question at some point. And they're like, well, this is the answer. And it's nowhere near the actual answer.
Yeah.
But it's never come up again. So I have no reason to go fact check anything because, it's one of those tidbit sort of things. And then it comes up, you're like, oh, hey, tidbit this. And then you realize, oh, shit, that's really outdated information.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure a lot of the stuff we used to believe as kids is outdated information.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't think of, I can't pinpoint any, eating pumpkin seeds make a pumpkin grow in your stomach, or chewing gum, swallowing gum stays in your stomach for 7 years. Like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah. Like all that stuff, you can't say that stuff anymore because it's been disproven. We can't say anymore. Yeah, that if you swallow your gum.
Yeah, I mean, if you swallow your gum, the most fun you'll ever have is blowing bubbles with your ass.
Exactly. Well, but yeah, now it's easy to look it up. You can't.
You think getting gum out of your hair, out of your head is hard?
Well, now there's no. Here's the thing, though. Now we're so knowledgeable, we could just look it up online. Say, how do you get rid of gum in your hair? It's like, oh, you no longer have to cut it out with scissors and make your kid look funky.
You just spackle your ass with peanut butter and freeze part of your ass, and it'll just come right off like peanut brittle. That's probably the most disgusting thing I've said all day. So back to movies. Coyote and Acme. I'm here for it. I didn't know John Cena was in it. I think you and I talked about it a little bit either before. No, we talked about it before. We didn't do a recording last week, but you mentioned to me that you hope that Coyote has some voice, not just pantomiming, not just pantomiming and word signing everything.
Yeah, because he had a voice. And you kind of hoped he had a voice too, because it's going to hard to communicate with a voiceless character for an hour and a half film.
Yeah.
Right. You can do that with the Roadrunner, because the Roadrunner's never there for more than a few seconds. He's always moving, versus the Coyote has to do apparently a legal drama at some point in the movie, or he has to, fight for his right, or sue
the party,
Acme or whatever, right? Like he has to have litigation and all this stuff. And I guess John Cena can do all the talking, but then the Coyote becomes less of a character. So I'm curious. I hope they give him a voice at some point, or maybe he invents something to be able to speak or something. That'd be nice.
Something, because I mean, we talked about, there were a few of those episodes where Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
Yeah. I mean, those are usually it was versus Bugs, but still,
And not to be confused with Ralph. It wasn't Ralph. It was Wile E. Coyote.
Color and fur. The fur is a different color.
Yes. You gotta, because people get confused sometimes.
I mean, they were drawn exactly the same way.
Yes, but they are two different characters.
Well, one, I think, is the one that the sheepdog has to protect from.
Yes.
And then the other one is the Roadrunner's arch nemesis. So.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, it was those mid to late 60s where Coyote was given a voice.
Yeah.
It was like weird Chuck Jones.
Well, Mo Blake did the voice.
Well, yes, but I'm saying this is a weird time for cartoons. The late 60s. I mean, we'll see when it happens. See when it comes out. I saw an interview with Emilio Estevez, my favorite of the Sheen kids. Cause like what he makes money and then he goes home and counts his money. He doesn't make a big deal of anything. He just doesn't need to be in the spotlight. He just makes some money, makes some pretty decent movies. They're not great. They're pretty decent. And then he goes home and counts his money. That's the way it should be. In fact, I just watched Loaded Weapon 1 the other day. You ever seen that one?
I haven't. I'm sad I haven't seen a lot of those parodies like Hot Shots and
Oh man, you
um,
you, you need to put them on your list.
well, no, I take it back. It's been too long since at least I've seen the first Hot Shots. I never saw part two, but I remember the only reason I know I've seen Hot Shots is because I remember the scene where he was cooking food on her body
Mm-hmm.
during the imitation to this Top Gun scene, and I
No,
thought that was really funny that he was cooking food off her body, and I really want to know how they did it. It's like, how do they fry
no.
an egg on her stomach? Is that a real stomach?
It's
I don't
it's
know.
it's a
Weird.
it's a danger dog cart just made to look like a
Like a
human
stomach.
stomach. Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
that those were the names of those hot dogs you can get in California.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't know they were called
I didn't know that
danger.
either until you told me. So yeah, there you go.
I saw a
Learned a
thing.
thing.
It said this is the thing about L.A. danger dogs, and I was like, wait, that looks like a hot dog cart from Comic Con, and it sure enough was. But yeah, so the Young Guns 3 was the topic of the interview. And Young Guns is one of those I mean the first one's like, yeah, it's a movie. It's cool, I guess. Young Guns Part 2, that's a fun fucking movie. It's got great music. There's a lot of action. There's betrayal. An open-ended story at the end. It's cool. It's been what 25 years, 30 years since that movie came out, and Emilio is, I think it's
Go
greenlit.
ahead. Yes.
I think
Oh,
it's good to go. Young Guns 3.
first off, if it's Young Guns 3, it better not star him or any of the other people who are in Young Guns because he's 67 years old. You can't call him a young gun anymore. He's 67 years old.
Here's the
He's
thing.
got to be. He's
So
old gun, if anything.
it apparently, from what he said, and he was being kind of sketchy on one name in particular, but because of his sketchiness, it's a positive. But he said, obviously he'll be back.
He first brought it come back, I guess.
I don't remember what happened to him, and didn't he die in the second one? But Emilio, Lou Diamond Phillips, because he had no on-screen death apparently.
Okay.
I don't remember the second movie that well to go with that. And also Christian Slater, which again, I don't recall him dying on screen. So
Even if Kiefer died on screen, you can still play it off as like, no, he ended up surviving, surprisingly.
do it,
Considering
the old G.I. Joe Duke thing. Oh, he's in a coma. He'll be back.
right, or like, oh, we were able to stitch up. Oh, we got him in time. We were able to stitch up his wounds, and
Right.
so he was able to survive the gunshot. Blah blah blah. Unless it was in the head, then never mind. But
Yeah.
I'm sure we can make it work.
Well, apparently the story is going to take place more in Mexico and have a whole younger cast that they'll be able to mentor
Yeah.
or what have you. So it will still be Young Guns. It'll just have, the old guns to tell the younger guns how to gun.
They're
I
all
guess.
grandfather ages, and they're gonna be in a movie called Young Guns 3.
Well, I mean, like I said, if it's got a whole bunch of like banditos or revolutionists or I don't know what the correct term would be.
Here's the problem.
They would
Here's
be the Young
problem.
Guns, though.
The Wild West. Guess how long the Wild West lasted in real time?
3, 4, 5 years. I don't know.
Well, 30.
Okay.
30 years. So by the time, if you're sticking with real time, the Wild West is over.
Well,
It's
I mean, the
long over
Wild
by
West.
time.
The Wild West is over by the time the second movie ended. Because if you at the end of the second movie, there's a fucking car that like meets up with him while Billy the Kid's on a horse or he's walking through the desert and a car pulls up on him.
Well, I wasn't gonna. I just meant the age of cowboys and like that whole cowboy lifestyle because they industrialized a lot of the U.S. very quickly, and made cities and stuff. So the use of the need for like these cowboys became less and less, and they just became farmers. because they didn't have to protect, you know, their wild stock or anything. So, but whatever, it's fine. I'm sure Wild Guns 3 is going to be amazing, or Young Guns 3 is going to be amazing. So,
Oh, the person that I said that was he was sketchy on returning wasn't even an actor in the second movie.
he was in the first one.
No, he had a.
Oh, then
This man had a he was involved in the second movie fairly extensively.
oh, as a director or something.
Nope. But you're in the fucking right side of the camera.
He's okay. So this person is obviously behind the scenes stuff. Probably a producer or something. Probably Harvey Weinstein or something like that.
Yeah, the trying to communicate to the prison is tough. No, what's his name? Bon Jovi.
Like, okay, that's fine. You know,
Bon Jovi.
Oh,
so he did the soundtrack to basically the entire soundtrack to Young Guns Part 2.
Yeah.
When his name was brought up in the interview, that's the first time Emilio starts to look around with dodgy eyes and his first reluctant answer is, were you able to get Bon Jovi to come back? His whole answer was yes, but we can't announce it, sort of thing.
Okay.
But is he going to be in it, or is he just going to do the soundtrack? I don't know, but
yeah. You made it sound like something controversial happened to him, and it's just like, oh well, no. Oh, bye, Ginger. Thanks for hanging out for as long as you could. I know we do this later and later nowadays.
Well, don't really have anything else keeping me from, having to get up in the morning. But yeah, so that Young Guns 3. Futurama. So coming out of San Diego Comic-Con, which we can get into here in a second, Futurama is being brought back again. I'm pretty sure, I didn't do the research, but I'm pretty sure Futurama is the most brought back TV show in television history.
I mean, this will be the 4th or 5th time it came back.
I think that's what I wrote down as well. And it's just,
it came back in the original run. It was
3 times
during its original run, and then it got brought back because of.
So it got canned originally. Adult Swim, the viewings on Adult Swim brought it back to Fox.
That's what it was. Okay.
Fox ended it with those 3 episode movies that they did, and then Hulu picked them up for their technically 3rd run.
I want to say one of the co-creators or something, or one of the major writers died at one point.
David X. Cohen?
Or well, because it was either the first or second, I'm thinking second season, where they had a bunch of like really sad Futurama episodes, and apparently it was kind of like in honor of this guy, right? Like it was like the guy was so distraught that he had passed away that he made a bunch of these sadder episodes, kind of as like a way to mourn his death. And so there was a bunch of one in particular is the dog one that everyone seems to really missed up about, which is Fry's dog, who waited for him forever and blah 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 blah. So that one's one of the sad ones that apparently was like in honor, or at least like in remembrance of the guy. So
interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, look, kill it.
Jeez. I like Futurama.
I don't know why
it's fun.
It's not. I don't know why it's so popular. I don't get it.
See, controversial hot take, whatever, but I think Futurama is a better cartoon than The Simpsons.
I mean, you're probably right, but I stopped watching both decades ago. Like I don't get why it had either of them. I don't get why either of them have any lasting power. Their original voice actors are near death, right? They're like
wow.
In their they're not maybe not that old, but I mean they're all grandparents and they're still playing children, right? Several of their the original cast have died, right? Like and are just no longer there.
One You're talking about The Simpsons,
especially The Simpsons. Yeah, I'm talking about The Simpsons. I don't know, but Futurama still has the entire original cast, I think.
Pretty, yeah.
But like The
Everybody's there.
Simpsons has cycled through so many characters, and one guy had to stop playing like a pivotal character because of something stupid, some stupid documentary about a poo. But like, I don't get why any of it still like kill it. I don't just burn it with fire. Put something new on. For the love of God, put something new on. There, rant over.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not as familiar with the Hulu version of Futurama, but I'll get there eventually.
I can't imagine it's good.
I mean, it's got all
Rick and Morty has lost its fire. I'm sure Futurama has definitely lost a lot of its fire.
I mean, you're probably not wrong there, but Rick and Morty, yeah, that to me the because he did both voices, right? He did the kid and professor. Yeah. So like, kind of, I know it. I mean, I don't know his legal stuff.
I think it's all done, and he was found innocent or whatever of whatever it was. Like, in the end, he wasn't like, it was just reputational stain versus like legal stain, I guess.
Right. I think that's one of those things where you need that guy to be there.
Yeah.
You can bring in all the guest voices you want that can mimic or do their own takes, but you really need that guy there because that what everybody's doing is just an imitation of him. So
it was something big, mind you. They got rid of him for something big, but then they found out they couldn't find any evidence that he actually did it. They're like, oh, I don't think we don't actually have any evidence they actually did the things that you're saying, so he's free. And now he just doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
Boo earns.
Masters of the Universe. Have you seen it yet?
I saw it when it for the weekend it came out. I saw it.
I haven't seen it yet, but people are really talking a lot about it, saying good things, enjoying it. Francis is scowling.
Because they should have seen it when he was out in movie theaters. It was good.
Fair enough. I will not argue that whatsoever. The thing that a few people have told me is that they really enjoyed Jared Leto in the movie, and I said, well, that makes complete sense because you don't get to see his face and he's not singing any stupid of his songs.
And also, you'll never see him in the movie again. So don't worry about it. If you don't like him, he's not going to be in the sequel if they make a sequel. So you can rest easy, folks.
Well, why not?
He's charged for a bunch of heinous stuff right now. So he might go to jail. You never know. He might go to jail. He might go to prison. So
all right. Well,
yeah.
I mean, I want to say I was making dinner one night, and the roommates were watching. They were finishing up the movie, so I got to see the last little bit of banter. I got to see the after credit scene, but I have no context to any of it. Very much 80s cartoon. They were laughing at all the names of the characters that Adam or He-Man, I don't know what he goes by in the movie.
Both.
Okay.
No, he goes by Adam. He doesn't. You don't hear his name He-Man until the end of the movie.
So yeah, Prince Adam, whatever. He's like, he called him Fisto and this and that. I didn't hear all of it because I'm busy doing other things.
Yeah, Mechanic. Yeah.
What did you call me? Warrior Princess. And there was a giggle.
Something like that. It wasn't Warrior. Was it Warrior? It might be right.
Whatever it was. Yeah. So as I'm hearing all of this, I'm like, okay, this is fairly tongue in cheek, and they're not trying to make this a real movie. They're just having some fun. Good.
Yeah.
I witnessed it, but I didn't retain. But the laughter at the end of the movie, I almost said the end of the episode, but the hands on the hips laughing. Apparently I saw it. It just didn't register. And then
because it's real people doing it and not a cartoon where their only thing moving is their shoulders.
Sure.
Right?
And then as I'm doing things, I hear this voice, and I'm like, that's fucking Orko.
Yeah.
What the hell? And so I'm in the kitchen and I look over to the living room and I'm like, holy shit, Orko's in this movie? Apparently he's just in the after credit scene. But
Yeah, he's just giving the
PSA, yeah. But he looked good from the angle, at least that I saw it at. And the little bits of clip I have seen of Skeletor, I'm like, okay, I think I'm on board with this. I'm going to get around to watching it. Yes, probably should have watched it in theater, but you know, life.
Yes.
Life happens sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, then so San Diego Comic-Con, it happened.
It did.
A couple weeks ago now. We were not there once again for the 10th year in a row.
It's fine. I don't know. I don't have the same hype for it as I used to, so I'm okay not being there.
The hype, you know, I can go either way on. It's just, you know, it's one of those. It's the pinnacle. It's the Stanley Cup. It's the whatever trophy you want to put there. It's the place to be. I'd like to do it again. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But the big thing that came out of that 4 or 5 day craziness was the Hall H exclusive Doomsday trailer that they showed. That, funny enough, got leaked out. More on that in a moment. But the trailer that they gave us for Doomsday, pretty good, I thought. The one that we all got to see on YouTube and wherever else you saw it at.
That was the CinemaCon trailer, yeah.
CinemaCon trailer.
Yeah.
Pretty good trailer. There's enough in there that the nerds, the internet nerds, are able to sit and break it down and give me an hour-long video on a 30-second trailer. The one at Hall H was so much better. I got to see it through Meta glasses or a cell phone or something, which is kind of the same thing. I can't wait for this trailer to come out because it's all Doom heavy, and it's just there's a lot more action. It looked like going on. A lot more Doom talking. It just I think Marvel's going for the whole in-game kind of feel. I don't know if they're going to accomplish it, but I'm pretty hyped about Doomsday.
Current theory is that Doomsday and the subsequent Secret Wars that comes out next year is supposed to be the actual real reset of the MCU, where they'll have the new Avengers, they'll have the X-Men, they'll have Ghost Rider played by Ryan Gosling, and Black Panther 3 with Black Panther with the son of Black Panther taking over the role, because I guess they can't have a girl playing Black Panther, you know, can't have that.
I mean, you know, it works so well for Lady Thor.
I know, but I mean, like, whatever. She's there.
Yeah,
she's gonna be Black Panther in the Doomsday movie. Just let her say Black Panther. I don't know
why you have to. I'm not arguing. I'm just, being a smart ass.
Okay.
I'm not arguing. I'm, go girl, but
no, I'm just saying, like, we don't have a lot of like Captain Marvel failed. The Marvels failed. Riri Williams is the new
Ironheart.
It's not Iron Man, but it's
Ironheart.
Ironheart, yeah. As Ironheart failed, they canceled Wonder Man because they're the theory is that they're trying to step away from TV again and just solely concentrate on movies. So they don't want to do new series. I think they'll finish Daredevil as a series. I think Punisher's already done as a series. So like they want to just do movies and movies alone, which I think is great. I think that's the way to do it.
It is because you oversaturate with having, here's 2 shows on ABC. There's a couple over here now everything's on Disney. And here's these characters that the characters themselves, only the nerds are going to get excited about. And it's the casual viewer that's tuning in and keeping the shows going. Because they're like, I don't know anything about Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, well, yeah, a good cross. Good mentioning DC there. That's you know.
Oh yeah,
Um,
huh?
but like Wonder
Yeah,
Man, I
whatever.
didn't really know he existed until I think somebody on Twitter randomly mentioned it. And I'm like, that was a TV show? Oh, that's weird.
Hmm.
So, yeah, they need to go back to basics, but I'd like to see it. I'd like to see Downey gone forever, Chris Evans gone forever, Chris Hemsworth gone forever, and just, have the new Guardians of the Galaxy, have all the new people like make their own movies again and just stop focusing on the bigger picture. You didn't do that with the other movies. You did it at mid to end credit scenes. Just focus on story, and you'll be. Well, the MCU
Well,
will be back if you just
I
focus on
mean,
story.
the Iron Man as a character, Spider-Man as a character, all these Marvel characters have been going since the 60s. The thing about
Yes.
comics and cartoons is people don't age. You could choose to
Yes.
not age people.
Yes.
Actors, real life actors, they age. We talked about Spider-Man, the current actor, before we hit record, and he's been doing it for 10 years.
Yes.
People just eventually he's going to run out of Spider-Man. We got to have a new one. That's why we've had 4 others or 3 others anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different studios. I get it. Everything else, but
yeah, and I mean,
so you could. What I'm saying is that you could have Iron Man, the character, can be in all of these movies forever. It doesn't have to be Robert Downey Jr.
No.
It's just Iron Man as a character, Captain America as a character. We already have a new Captain America.
Disney, treat your comic book characters, and Marvel, treat your comic book characters like James Bond. All right? Just treat them like James Bond. It's a name. It's a style. But it's a different person every 10 years or whatever. Not even 10 years, like every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, every
it's
era.
A new guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Just rolling cast.
Why not?
During the Doomsday panel, Ryan Reynolds dressed as Deadpool, but it was in a Canadian tuxedo style. It was all denim. The suit was, and it was also kind of a hint for the next thing we'll talk about for the Spider-Man movie, because he was the color, that the official color of denim is Gene Pool.
I heard that said on Twitter. Somebody mentioned that, and I'm like, that's a stretch, right? Like,
yeah,
a stretch.
I think to me it was just a Canadian tuxedo version of Deadpool, because it even had a little maple leaf on his like breast area.
Well, and he's Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
The actor is Canadian.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool was in the crowd, and the whole cast of Doomsday is on the stage, and he's as Deadpool is asking when you start shooting, and Robert Downey Jr. was the one basically replying to him like, "Dude, we're done. Like, it's in the can. Where you been?" And Deadpool's reaction was, "So I guess you don't need reshoots or any last minute additions," sounding sad and whatnot. To me, that's just oh yeah, Deadpool's going to be in it in Doomsday for sure. If you have the Fox world melting with the sacred time, or not sacred timeline, but the Earth 616 and what the other one.
That is a sacred timeline.
I thought sacred timeline was gone after Loki.
Oh, I didn't watch Loki, the second season of Loki, so I don't know.
No. He's now the root of the tree of time or something like that. And he's holding all the time strands in his hands or
Yeah, he's
something.
supposed to be like the new time god, right? I
Yeah,
saw that
yeah,
bit where he's like he uses his godhood to keep the timeline in check.
yes.
I should probably watch it.
Probably. It's pretty good. But yeah, it's a fun looking panel. I kind of hope that somebody puts it out to watch so I can get, all the context and see all the people that were there. I
I'm
really
upset they
want.
didn't put it out for the Spider-Man like this. I thought they were gonna do it. Put out that Comic-Con trailer for the Spider-Man movie.
Oh,
They
right.
didn't.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Very jealous of the movie accurate Deadpool costume. Holy crap. I would love to have one of those. Even if it was the Canadian tuxedo. I don't care.
I
That
didn't
that
know it was him.
that
I never
mask
seen
is
it.
awesome. And then the other thing that really stuck out to me was the Transformers the movie. I hate that you have to say it that way. Is coming up for its 40th anniversary. Re-releasing in theaters in I guess 4K, which I thought it was when I saw it in the 30th and 35th was also 4K, but maybe it wasn't. But it's being re-released in theaters in September, I think it was. And
I think so.
I'll be there for it. Every time it's been in the theaters as an adult, I've gone to see it. Behind me is 1, 2, maybe 3 versions of the movie in physical media form, and like 2 versions of the cartoon series. I love the Transformers cartoon. The big the reason to go see this version, this showing, they've already told everybody to stay till after the credits roll. There's a new scene to this movie. It's not deleted. It's not deleted footage. It's not cut footage. It's not storyboards. It's new footage. And what they show is Optimus Prime, a CGI Optimus Prime floating through space for some reason, and his little robot pinky nudges.
I hate that. That's so cliche. Everyone does that.
Yeah. I mean, what's worse, the hand nudge or the eye opening?
You know what I would have liked from this one?
Hmm.
I would have liked to have seen his chest light up. Like,
like the
not
Matrix.
light up, but like a dim light, like pulsing,
Hmm.
where the Matrix of
The
Power
Matrix.
used to be. Or Matrix of, not Matrix of Power, Matrix of
Leadership.
Leadership, thank you.
Yeah.
Where the Matrix of Leadership used to be. I want to see like a little dim glow, just like a heartbeat.
Yeah, the spark.
I think that would have been better,
as they call it. The Transformers don't have souls; they have sparks.
Yes, they have sparks.
That would have been cool. I would have definitely liked that, or maybe even just like not even any movement. Just give me the sound, the Transformer sound.
But he doesn't transform. It's just a.
Or
But
just
he's still in.
yeah, or we can go with your thing with the chest, right? Maybe you see a little bit of a pulse of the spark, and the chest closes or it opens. Either way,
yeah.
Just give me the sound, But Transformer nerds are flipping out about it. What could this be? Could this be a new cartoon based off of G1? Cartoon being a loose term that we use in 2026. If anything that's G1 based, I'm interested. So we'll find out in September, I guess, what it is. Then we got to talk about Spider-Man before we get out of here, before I bore everybody to death.
Why would you be boring people?
I don't know.
I don't understand the boring part.
But yeah, so Spider-Man came out. It hit $1 billion, I believe, by the end of the weekend or by yesterday or something like that. Yeah. I'm gonna say
domestically it hit 360s. It beat Endgame as the biggest opening weekender ever.
Well, until that gets re-released next month.
No, I don't think it'll beat it. Oh yeah, it will. You're right. You're
It
right.
will, because it's got an extra 20 minutes that's set up in game.
I mean, it won't beat it because it can't beat a record. It can't beat an opening weekend record.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be as many people as you think it's going to be.
Right. No, I don't think.
For sure.
It may probably just be me, to be honest with you.
No, I mean people will go. I'm not saying it's not going to do really really well, but I'm just saying like I think people will wait for it to stream. It's not as big because it's not new. It's something that they've already seen before, and I'm sure they'll be like, oh, I can see the 20 minutes later. It doesn't really matter.
Sure.
But I could be wrong. I like it to do really well.
I think if they put it out now and they can somehow get it onto the home screens before December, before the Doomsday comes out, it would be worth it to do it that way. But if you're not going to re-release to home screens with the new added footage, then you have to see it in the theater. Then I don't know what
I agree.
what marketing which marketing
I'll
is the
it.
better way to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it in theaters. I know that much.
But so Spider-Man, it gets released, and basically at the same time of it getting released, a bootleg got released to the internet, and it was apparently seen by many, many, many eyes. It's crazy that a movie that big got leaked that fast. As someone who may or may not have been, purchasing bootlegged movies through most of the late 90s, I had to wait, a couple weeks sometimes, depending on the movie. I might have to wait a couple weeks. There were movies I got that came out the same weekend, but throughout the years, it got less and less, to the point where I lost my bootleg connection entirely. Like I was just like, it's not worth it anymore. So it's crazy that movie got released. And did you see it? The movie, the movie that is.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yes. So I saw it. I didn't see it Thursday. I saw it Friday, which I guess still counts as day one. They call Thursdays previews, but I'm like, I guess.
Sure.
It's because people still work.
I mean,
right?
They call Wednesday at San Diego Comic-Con preview night, but it's technically day one.
Day one, right? So I guess okay. So Thursday's preview day. So I saw it on Friday. It had the biggest preview day of like 17 million. But this year on Friday, I went to a sold out. Well, I should say I thought it was sold out because I thought the seat beside me was taken. It wasn't for whatever reason. But it was pretty much packed theater. People were sitting up like right at the nosebleeds. I shouldn't call them nosebleeds. What's the up front? What's the most up front? It's not a nosebleed. It must be
neck crank.
The neck crank, yeah, the neck crank area where you have to just constantly turn your head to see what the hell is happening on screen.
Yeah.
The windshield wiper effect. But like it was great. I saw it. I did watch it opening Friday. I got to see it with a bunch of people. It was mostly sold out at the time I tried to get tickets like a month ago for pre-purchase tickets. My review of this movie is that I think it now qualifies as the best Spider-Man movie of all 9. We have determined there are 9 Spider-Man movies. As long as you don't count any of the Japanese Spider-Man.
I was gonna say, if we don't count any of those, the U.S. TV made for TV movie.
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man was on television as live action, and they did do made for TV movies. He did. I know Thor teamed up with Hulk, and I know that they did make an Avengers movie on TV, but I don't know if Spider-Man was in any of those.
No.
Anyway, beside the point. It was great. I thought it was a really fun movie. I think. It is long. It's like 2.5 hours long. So it does feel a little long sometimes. There's a lot of flashbacks and parts where it's a lot of like quiet reminiscing or quiet contemplation. So it gets a little tedious at some points. But overall, I think the best looking Spider-Man, the best action for a Spider-Man. I think I really liked his like fight choreography, which apparently the rumor was it was Jackie Chan's team. It wasn't Jackie Chan's team. It was another team. So sadly, it wasn't Jackie Chan's team doing it. But they did really good job as a martial arts like team doing it, and all the characters are great. All the cameos are great, and all the
if Jackie showed up.
He went on set. He was there on set.
I know,
but
if he just showed up as a fucking rogue enemy of Spider-Man, you know how fucking happy that'd make me?
No, what I want is if he was there, I would have loved it if he, because there's no more Stan Lee cameos.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved it if they went in like Jackie Chan cameos now. He's going to be the guy on the bus.
If we can have an aside for a second, we did lose what's his name? Chuck Norris this year.
Chuck Norris, he did, yes.
And growing up for years, there's the boogeyman is scared of Chuck Norris. The boogeyman checks under his bed for Chuck Norris. Whatever you want to put there, and Chuck Norris was always the answer, or the baddest human ever.
He doesn't do push-ups; he pushes the earth down.
Exactly. I can't think of any good ones, but since Chuck Norris isn't with us anymore.
Chuck Jones. I mean, Chuck Jones isn't with us either.
I mean, Chuck Jones wasn't really known as a tough guy, but since Chuck Norris isn't with us anymore, somebody on the internet proposed that we keep that meme going, but instead of Chuck Norris, I almost did it again. We replaced Chuck Norris with the wrestler Haku.
Oh, I saw that. I don't know who that guy is, so I don't really care.
So,
but
the guy he Haku or Ming, depending on when you first saw him, where he was wrestling. By all the old school wrestlers' accounts, that the man, but we'll just call him Haku, is one of the most legit tough guys that ever walked the planet. I was just watching an interview about him earlier today. It was The Rock talking about it. And The Rock had to show up to some bar that his uncle, Haku, was in, and had bitten the nose off of some guy. And when the cops walked in, who were very timid to talk to Haku, he just answered everything very calmly and said, "Oh yeah, his nose is over there on the floor if you want to go take it." So I agree with this person on Twitter. I think we should replace all the Chuck Norris memes and just replace it with Haku.
I think you need to replace it with somebody people know.
I mean, depending on what circle you're running in.
No, but here's the thing: everyone knew who Chuck Norris was.
That's true.
It didn't matter what circle you ran in.
But everybody should know who Haku is.
I don't know. No, why? He's not a guy. He doesn't. What movie has Haku been in?
He hasn't. No, that's not true. I think he's been in a couple movies, but he's one of the elders of the Rocks family, part of the large. Damn it! I can't think of the right cultural group of people to call them.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's part of the larger group of the Rocks family.
I feel like if we're going to replace Chuck, it needs to be with someone who is A, well known, and B, someone easy to kind of make fun of. Even though it wasn't really make fun of Chuck Norris. It was kind of revering him as like this badass, right? But like, it needs to be somebody who we can replace him with that everyone knows, but also can kind of like take a joke. And I think it should be Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage would be a good one.
Because he could take a joke.
He can.
He officially changed his name to Nicolas Cage recently. He's no longer a Coppola, he's a Cage. So like, I think it'd be fun because he made a whole movie all about himself. Was it the undeniable something of massive talent, whatever that movie was, where it's just about him being an amazing actor or whatever. So it's either got to be him or like someone equally silly like Jeff Goldblum or something, like somebody who we can.
Charles Barkley.
I would go. I could go with Charles Barkley. I would be perfectly fine with Charles Barkley because he jokes about himself. He has
Yeah.
a sense of humor.
Or like the Shaq.
Shaq would be another good one. Except I think he's considered kind of a softie, I guess, a little bit. You know.
I don't know. I just know his alter ego, DJ Diesel.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Kazam, or no. Yeah, Kazam. Whatever his genie movie was.
Yeah, whatever one is Sinbad or him. I don't know. But yeah, so the Spider-Man thing. Going back to Spider-Man, I may or may not have seen it.
Your thoughts.
On the movie that I may or may not have seen.
You could say that you've seen it because you have.
I
just don't have to say the means.
It's pretty obvious.
I don't think anyone cares.
It's pretty obvious. Yeah. No, I was one of the people that did get to see it. And if you scroll long enough on Twitter, you can see pretty much anything you want. But for as I mentioned before, being part of the bootleg circle, at least on the purchasing side of it, my level of bootleg is quite high. If you're going to bootleg something, fucking do it. Like, this is the future we're living in. There's no reason to half-ass anything if you're going to bootleg something. So this is one of the worst bootlegs I've ever seen in my entire life. But, and I say that because everything was muddy. The colors were muted and muddy. I believe the screen that the person was watching this on also had some schmutz on the screen, like on the actual, like, whatever material it's made out of.
Yeah.
Because it was blurry only in sections. It was very weird. But all the audio was there, so I got the gist of the movie. As far visually, though, I can't give you a score because everything was muted and toned down and like 320p. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, and look, anyone who's like, bootleg, leak, blah, blah, blah. It made $1 billion. I mean, people watched it.
At the end of the day, it made $1 billion. So it didn't hurt anything. In fact, all it did was make me want to go to the theater to go see it.
And watch it. Yeah.
Now, I didn't go looking for it. What night did I text you? Tuesday? There's Saturday night?
It was Sunday night or Sunday or Saturday night.
Yeah,
it was Saturday. It was Saturday.
I was literally just scrolling Twitter, and I see this pop up for movies every once in a while. When Oppenheimer was the big thing, I'd be scrolling through Twitter and the tweet literally says, "Fuck it, here's fill in the blank." Doesn't matter, fill in whatever current movie or whatever.
Yeah.
So I saw bits of Oppenheimer before I went and saw it. Same thing with this. Just scrolling. I don't follow any of these nefarious fucking movie bootleggers. I just, scrolling. Here it is. Oh, it pops up. Oh, it's a Rickroll. You got me. Good for you. I love a good Rickroll.
Doing that?
Yes.
Wow.
So I scroll, and now that I've, introduced Algae Rhythm into, Spider-Man now popped up in my Algae Rhythm. As I keep scrolling, another one pops up. It's got the Spider-Man Marvel credit thing at the beginning. I'm like, okay, just like the other one, let's skip forward, see if we're getting Rickrolled. We're not. Okay, let's pay attention. This doesn't look like any of the 8 Spider-Man movies prior to this. I think this is the new movie. Fast forward. Oh, that's that new Punisher guy. This is definitely the new movie. Fast forward again. Oh, holy shit, all 2 hours and 15 minutes is here. I'm going to go make some popcorn. And that's what I did. And Disney, Marvel, Twitter cops, whatever, are actively shutting these accounts or tweets down.
Yeah, there's a couple articles out there just like, because they did it with the Odyssey a few weeks ago, and I guess there's now like a way to algorithmically find uh, these leaked videos are taking them down and essentially banning accounts
Mhm.
that post them, which doesn't do too much, but I mean, like it's something, I guess.
Yeah, I
Get them
mean,
getting
it
pulled.
shuts down that email account from having a Twitter account, basically.
Yeah,
But the thing is that, we live in a free world and, I have 7 email accounts. Nobody's stopping me from making me an 8th.
yeah,
I don't
but
post I don't abuse my Twitter accounts, but you know what I'm saying. Uh yeah, I don't know what we were talking about or what
no,
you were
just
just
hey, look, the movie's out. Go watch the movie. It'll make 2 billion by the end of next weekend
Oh
because
yeah.
I'm a person who wants to see it a second time because part of me is kind of like, do I really love it as much as I do, or is it just because I was around a bunch of people who really, really loved it? So I kind of want to watch it again to see if I really love the movie as much as I did. If I liked all the cameos, if I liked all kind of the obvious setups for future Marvel films, do I like it? So I'm gonna rewatch it again. I know that people are nitpicking it right now, which I find really funny, but otherwise,
I mean that's what the internet does.
true.
Uh
Touche.
I mean, what did damn it, I was going to bring something up. The setup for X-Men. That's pretty
Yeah,
much what this
spoilers, I
whole this
guess.
whole movie basically was set up for X-Men.
Yeah. Uh, I guess not spoilers. We don't have to tell you why it's a setup for X Men, but it's a setup for X Men.
Yeah. I mean, there's a line in there that said, "How do you choose what are the good parts of DNA or evolution, and what are the bad?" That's a thin line you're standing on. Something to that effect. But
Yeah,
that, and
that
that
yeah,
that's not
that's
that I didn't spoil anything about that whole scene, did I?
no. I'm not
Okay,
saying you
thank
did.
you.
No.
I'm just saying, thank you.
Yeah.
So I mean, stuff like that. There's definitely some things in the movie that I'm like, oh shit, you just opened up and the fact that things were already kind of in place, um, to fight against people. It's all set up. It's gonna be cool.
I th- and I think what I love about it the most is that people are now clamoring for more Spider-Man movies. Like they loved. It's too bad it takes like 20 years to make a Spider-Man movie, but
Thanks,
people are
Sony.
clamoring for more of this Spider-Man, for more of this director,
Well, I
right?
think
This director who's new to the series.
I think if Marvel had the rights, you'd get more Spider-Man movies. But because Sony has it, they don't have to put out a movie but every, you know, 10 years to keep to
Sony
keep
is
that to keep that license alive.
Yeah, which is why I want them to just go ahead and be like, we're starting next January. We already had a story set up. We're gonna just do it because they're already kind of in bad favor with a bunch of people with their gaming division, in their previous Sony one shots with Morpheus and Madam Web and all that stuff. So people like the fact that this movie is doing so well. Sony's like, I think we need to make more of this because if people like it that much, I think we should just go away. Because yeah, like you have to because people love Spider-Man. Spider-Man has been iconic since 2002 when the first one came out after 9/11, right? He was our symbol of hope, right?
Man,
And I
what
think people see him again as another symbol of hope because the world like the world sucks, but it always sucks. I don't know why I ever say that. People just say, "Oh man, the world sucks nowadays." No, it sucks all the time. It's been sucking since
it it
their
sucked in the
birth.
80s because we only had 10 we only had 10 television channels and most of
Yeah,
them were news. So,
yeah.
as a kid you didn't care, you know.
I'm right. I get okay, sure. I guess
I'm
if
just
you
I'm just trying to
in
make
in
it
in the in the micro of it, yes.
I'm
In the
trying to make it
macro of it, I
yeah.
mean, like, just the world sucks. What do you want? Even though I still think '90s was the pinnacle of all society. So
We
what are you gonna do?
agree completely 100% on that one because the 90s was the last decade we actually did things together.
We did it. We did it together. We did it right. We did it right for like a good 10, 15 years, and then for some weird out of this world reason, we're like, no, we don't like good. Let's go back to being bad.
A different kind of bad, though. 80s bad was all greed and cocaine. So, you know, it's just, it's why you got so many versions of the same cartoon. They're just like, well, we ran out of ideas. Let's make the same cartoon, same stories, but let's put snorkels on the Smurfs and call them Snorks.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
Jabberjaw.
I watched it.
Well, so did I. But yeah, list of things. That's everything. Extra juice, hour and a half. This is what happens when I don't have a job to go to. What can you do? Francis, tell everybody where they can find you on the internets and where you might be next week with me doing this again.
I'll be here on Points of Interest next week, next Tuesday.
I don't know.
But otherwise, if you want to see anything else, my social media specifically, go to AKA the Other Guy on Linktree, linktree.com/AKA the Other Guy is the address. Yeah, go check it out. I have books there. I have my social medias. I have other shows that I do. Go take a look and follow me on all of my socials because I post fun stuff every once in a while. And when I say every once in a while, I mean every once in a while.
I try to retweet things, you know, that I find fun, but not spend all day on Twitter. You know, you can easily do that and look for movies.
I can scroll Twitter all the time.
Oh, okay. I try to limit my extracurricular activities while during the day anyway, when I should be looking for a job.
Yeah.
Being an adult.
That's a different story.
But you can find me on the social medias at linktree.com/the303ninja for all things me and POI. We'll be back here next Tuesday. No, we won't, actually. I'm going to be at a concert.
Ooh, what concert?
Empire of the Sun. Whatever they are.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We talked about Empire of the Sun. Yeah, that's fun.
I know.
Enjoy, man. It's a lot of fun.
I'm familiar with a song of theirs, but the girlfriend's brother bought these tickets, so we're all going to go together and have an outing. It's going to be fun. So we'll be back in 2 weeks then.
Yes.
For more fun stuff and lots to talk about. Yeah, that's it. Bye.